Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Ari and we are asking foreigners to ask me questions actually. So I told them that I'm living in Japan since 5 years, so I'm kind of like in their senpai position. And I asked foreigners, what kind of questions do you have for me? Is there anything you want to know from someone who lives in Japan? So let's see what they have to say.
So I'm Caroline, I'm from Poland, but I study in the Netherlands.
I'm Aga, I'm from Poland and I also study in the Netherlands.
I'm living in Japan since 5 years and I was wondering if you guys have like any questions about like things you want to do, recommendations or anything that you just want to know about Japan that I might be able to answer.
Oh my god, so maybe where is like the best place to go for our first trip? Because we're just talking about it, like which city to see?
Do you want it to be like closer to Tokyo or like very far away from here?
Maybe closer for starters.
I think Kamakura. Have you guys heard of Kamakura before?
Not really, no?
So Kamakura is like a really nice area where it's very traditional Japanese and there's like a very big Buddha statue, like touristic for more local people, I would say.
Okay,
So you guys definitely have to check out Kamakura.
okay, Kamakura.
Amina and I'm from San Antonio, Texas. So how is it living in Japan? So I've lived in Korea for a year, so I'm assuming it's pretty much similar, but how is it living here in Japan?
I think living in Japan is challenging at the beginning. Very different culture, very different language, and mannerisms are so different. So you have to kind of like get used to the way that people communicate and talk. I've been to Korea before actually as well, and I think it's quite different actually. Would you be interested living in Japan actually?
I would. I mean, literally after a couple hours of being here yesterday, I told my friend I can see myself living here. Yes.
Also, Tokyo?
I don't know about that. It might be too crowded. This feels more like New York, and I want something just a little less busy.
Okay.
My name's Claudio and I'm from Germany. For me personally, it's been a little hard to find many Japanese friends. The only Japanese friends that I got to meet in university were people who are also interested in culture exchange and stuff like that. But the normal students are really inapproachable, kind of. So does it get easier to find Japanese friends? This is probably the question I would ask.
That's a really good question to ask. I think it does get easier because your language gets better. Many foreigners want to have Japanese friends, but it's really difficult to break through the ice. So yeah, with improving language, you will improve the chances to get better friends. So it does get better actually.
Okay, good to hear.
I'm called David and I'm from Paris, France. Well, I would say I would like to have your input on how people see you after 5 years living here.
At the beginning, here in Japan, you have to kind of adjust to the culture. So because you don't know many things, you stick out as a gaijin, as a gaikokujin. And people really don't bother you really, but they see that you're not part of the kind of main society, I would say.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a tourist or whatever.
Yeah.
But after 5 years, because you as a person understand the culture much more, you can actually feel very different about the way that they view you, because you understand their language, you understand the way of life. And then as soon as you go to a Japanese person and you speak Japanese to them, then they're have a completely different reaction.
It's much easier.
Definitely. So yeah, it gets easier and you feel also more part. You're never gonna be Japanese. That's something you
Yeah.
have to understand, but you will always, or you will gradually feel more comfortable, and people are very welcoming here. So yeah, very good question. Thank you very much though.
Thanks to you. Riccardo, Lucia.
Lucia, we're from Taranto, Italy. Is it true that it is very costful to live here? Apartment?
Very good question. It is expensive, but also cheap at the same time. It's really difficult. Tokyo is a metropolitan city, but you can still eat very cheap. You can eat for €5 or €10 or so. And rent, Tokyo is the most expensive, but still compared to European countries, depending where you're from, it's actually quite cheaper. So yeah.
Hi, I'm Mark from Montreal, Canada.
Sophie, same place.
Okay, my question for you would, why did you move to Japan?
It's actually a really nice question. Usually I get that question from people in Japan. So I moved to Japan out of curiosity, I guess. I was always kind of interested in Asia, and everything that came from Asia that I liked was Japanese. So I was like, I might just go there and see for myself. So I came 5 years ago on a working holiday, and I stayed. I never left actually. So yeah.
Is there something else than the country that made you stay? Like someone?
Oh, actually, no. At the beginning, it was really just the country. Now there is someone for sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It matters where you are, but it matters also with whom you are. So
That's a very good point.
Davide, I am from Rome, Italy.
Chiara from Rome. What we must do here?
What you have to do. Have you guys been to an izakaya before? Do you guys know what that is?
No?
In Japan, there's like this kind of bar, restaurant type thing. In Japanese, it's called izakaya. And you go there, you have drinks, you have various types of food, fish, chicken, like really anything. And most of the people that go there, they go there after work, and they go there for just relaxing, have a few drinks, have some good food. You should check that out, yeah.
My name is Federica, and I'm from Italy, Tuscany.
My name is Alessio. I'm from Tuscany.
Was it difficult to understand their living and their way to live here between ours that's different?
Yeah, the culture is very different. I'm from Greece actually originally, so it's very different, and you have to kind of like adjust a lot.
Yeah.
You don't talk too loud in public.
Yes.
You try to behave differently. So it was difficult for the first 2 years, I think, and then after you just get used to it actually. So, do you think I could survive in Italy though?
Yes, yes. We are funny, we have a lot of sun, heat, so I think it's beautiful.
Awesome, guys.
My name is Armin, and I'm from Germany, Bavaria. Is the KFC good?
KFC. KFC is good. Yeah, it's different, but it's good. Have you tried KFC so far?
In Berlin, and I want to go all the time, but my friends don't really want to go.
They don't want to check it out. So KFC is good, and especially right now, actually, you should check out McDonald's because they have like really good seasonal burgers. So, any other question?
No, I'm fine.
Awesome, I'm fine as well. Thank you very much for your time. Interesting questions. They surprised me actually in many ways. I didn't think that people have that much interest in someone who lives here actually. There are some deep questions there, like would you always feel like a foreigner in Japan? You guys heard my answer, but what do you guys think from your perspective? If you're Japanese, what would be your answers to that? And if you're a foreigner living here, what would you have said? Let us know in the comments, subscribe, like, ring the bell button. See you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Little less busy.
Okay. Thank you very much though. That's all.
So much.
Thank you.